Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Raw and Score Trivia, the best trivia podcast produced on my street that I know of. I am the Quizzard, and something that's been an inspiration for me when writing this podcast is the game Buzz on PS2. Do you guys remember Buzz? It had that sick little buzzer controller that you plugged in, and it had the host, who I'm pretty sure was also called Buzz, and you got to pick your buzzer and your character, and I always played as that old lady. Man, that game was good. Super long-term goals. Imagine a Raw and Score video game. You could use a SingStar mic to roar out the answers. I'm legit onto something here. Everyone dust off your PS2s. I've got something cooking. We score out of 35 points in Raw and Score with 20 questions worth a point each in the question round, a really stupidly hard question which is worth 5 points, a bonus round worth 5 points, and a game that we play throughout the question round which is worth 5 points as well. This week, the game is alliterated answers. This one's simple. All you have to do is count the answers that begin with a certain letter. The words a, an, or the do not count, so if it was the sun, the letter would be S, not T. Today, the letter you are counting is the letter C. You get 5 points if you can count how many answers start with the letter C. Okay, so remember to count how many answers start with the letter C for cat in the question round, which is starting now. Question 1. Which word can go on the end of all of these words to make a food? Pea, wall, hazel. Nut, peanut, walnut, hazelnut. Question 2. In the painting Son of Man by Rene Magritte, what is covering the man's face? A green apple. Question 3. As of March 2025, who has the most followers on Twitter? Elon Musk. Yes, I know it's called X now, but I refuse to call it that. Question 4. I have a tree that grows 2 centimeters per day. How much does it grow in the month of August? August has 31 days, so it grows 62 centimetres. Question 5. Which tennis player won the singles men's tournament at Wimbledon in 2024? Carlos Alcaraz. Question 6. Who wrote the Harry Potter series of books? J.K. Rowling. I would bet any money that the new TV series that's coming out is a load of garbage. Has there ever been a good reboot of a beloved franchise? No. Question 7. What does it mean to engage in fisticuffs? It means to fight with your fists. Question 8. Finish the lyric from Hey Ya. If what they say, nothing is forever, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes? What's next? It's not then what makes again. It's then what makes love the exception. I love a happy sounding song that's secretly depressing. Does that say something about me? If it does, it's probably not good. Question 9. What is the capital city of Mongolia? Ulaanbaatar. Question 10. Tony Stark is the alter ego of which superhero? Iron Man. Question 11. Which bird is known to have increased stomach acid content, basically making it immune to food poisoning? The vulture. Makes sense considering they literally just find dead things to eat. Question 12. If you spell out the word race car backwards, what word do you get? race car. Ooh, these twists are getting out of hand. I don't know how you cope with them. Question 13. In which country would you find the Victoria and Albert Museum? It's in London, so it's in the UK. Question 14. Which Game of Thrones star was nominated for an Emmy for every single season? Peter Dinklage. I'm so close to finishing that show and I'm so scared it's going to be a huge letdown. Question 15. What is the first law of motion? It is, an object at rest remains at rest, and an object in motion remains in motion at constant speed and in a straight line unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Basically, a still thing will stay still, and a moving thing will keep moving unless something touches it. So close enough is good enough there. If you got the gist, you get it. Question 16. Mars, Twix, and Snickers are all types of what? Chocolate bar. Question 17. Who was the first Roman emperor? Augustus. Question 18. What is the name of the main character in the TV show One Punch Man? Saitama. Question 19. If I mixed vodka, triple sec, cranberry juice, and lime juice, what cocktail would I end up with? A cosmopolitan. I've never had one, but those ingredients sound pretty delightful. Question 20. Who hosted the 2025 Oscar Awards? Conan O'Brien. Okay, that's the 20 questions done, but did you remember we were playing alliterated answers? I asked you to count how many answers start with the letter C for 5 points. Lock in your answer now. The answer is 4. The 4 answers that started with the letter C were Carlos Alcaraz, Chocolate Bar, Conan O'Brien, and Cosmopolitan. 5 points to you if you got it right. Good job. Coming up after the imaginary ad break, we have the stupidly hard trivia question and the bonus round for the episode. This week, the bonus round is Guesstimator. See you in a second for that. We're back and it's time for the thing that actually pushed The Rock trapping Aaron Ralston for 127 hours, the really hard trivia question. All right, I've got a stupidly hard question for you. 5 points if you can get it right. Here it is. A philtrum is something that all of us have. What is it? A philtrum, spelt Philtrum. Philtrum. Last hard question, you needed to know some German words. In this one, all you need to know is one English word. Pretty easy. Lock in your answer. A philtrum is the name for the little groove between your nose and top lip. Who knew? This is another one that blew my mind, but could have been really easy for everyone else in the world for all I know. You're welcome for the 5 points if so. Add it to your score if you got it, and now it's time for the bonus round of the episode. This bonus round is Guesstimator. In this round, I'm going to give you 5 questions with a numerical answer. Your job is just to have your best guess. If you're within 20% either side of the correct answer, you get a point. I'm usually really bad at this round. When I'm researching the answers, I have my own guess and I'm usually wrong. But this time, I got 4 out of 5 within the 20%. So is this round easier or am I just a super genius? Definitely the latter. Guesstimator starting now. Question 1. In meters or feet, how wide was the world's largest pizza from end to end? It was 40 metres or 131 feet. So between 32 and 48 metres and 105 and 157 feet gets you a point. Question 2. What is the longest amount of time someone has spent in space consecutively? So Valery Polyakov spent 437 days in space. So between 350 days and 524 days gets you a point. Question 3. How many official games in total were released for the PlayStation 2? (4,218 games were released for the PS2, so between 3,375 and 5,062 gets you another point. Question 4. In pounds or kilograms, what was Arnold Schwarzenegger's competition weight during the prime of his bodybuilding career? It was 235 pounds or 107 kilos. So between 188 and 282 pounds or 86 and 128 kilos gets you another point. Question 5. In minutes, how long is the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz? The film was 102 minutes long, so between 82 and 122 minutes gets you the final point of the round. Did you beat me? Did you get more than 4 right? You better not have. You're not allowed to listen ever again if you did. I don't know if you guys can hear all the cockatoos in the background, but they are absolutely driving me crazy. I'll try to edit them out, but let's be real, I probably won't try that hard, but it sounds like I live in a rainforest when I'm listening back. Don't forget to send me a message or leave me a comment with your name and score for a shout out at the end of an episode. This week, I've heard from Laura, who scored 17 points. Ren played 2, he scored a 22 and then a 26.5, pretty huge. Rick and Nadia scored a 23.5 together, and the Tarrawood Propagators scored 22.5. Thanks everyone for listening. I'll see you next week with another episode of Roar and Score. Bye.